How secure are you?
Facebook is investigating another huge data breach, this time affecting more than 200 million users. A security researcher discovered.
In the world where technology is advancing unprecedented pace, a pressing question looms large. How secure are you? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host Ashutosh Kumar Mishra from Tech with Ashutosh. I welcome you today with a controversial issue that has sparked a heated debate across the globe. From social media to tech giants, reports have surfaced revealing how your every click, scroll, and search is meticulously tracked and analyzed. But for what purpose? Tonight, we will see what settings we can opt in and opt out to protect our iPhone and other devices secure. Thank you for joining us tonight. I am excited to announce that this episode is first of our three-part series to keep yourself private and how to protect yourself. To ensure you don't miss out to our future episodes, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive the notifications whenever we release the new content. Your privacy matters, and we are here to empower you every step of the way. So let's get started. So let's get started with the first setting. For that, you need to hop over to the settings app. After going to your settings app, you need to go to privacy and security, and here you need to go to tracking. Now, this is the place where most of the location related sensitive pieces of your information lies. By navigating to this, you can disable location tracking for unnecessary apps and prevent them from constantly monitoring your whereabouts. So, the first setting is allow apps to request to track. So, let's turn it off and think what actually this setting is going to do. So, as you can see, it is written allow apps to ask to track your activity across your other websites and apps. So you might have witnessed it, like whenever you are scrolling for any product, maybe your shoes, and in Amazon, and after few moments you start seeing those ads on Facebook as well. So as the name suggests, this app will do the same. So I would recommend you to turn this setting off. Now let's go to other apps and drill down few more things, like let's see photos. So there are bunch of apps here which are taking access of your photos. Like let us suppose this Google. So Google has full access to my photos and videos. So do you think this Google app requires this? I would recommend you to make it as limited as possible, because it is unnecessary, because Google as a search app, it should not need full access of your photos and videos. If it is required, you can toggle this off, or you can select while uploading. If you are using Google Lens or anything, you can toggle this setting on. Let's go to the other apps where it is using. If you can see Instagram, I here also I have given limited access. So you what you need to do, you need to drill down each of the apps and give limited access if possible. Think of any of the application like Lightroom. I generally have a photo editing. I just want to edit the photos. That's why I have given a full access. So based on that, you can decide what access you want to give. If you want to give that app a limited access, you can give, or you can directly disallow. I generally don't do editings on the phone. That's why I have disabled the click jump to none. Sometimes you would have seen in Facebook that applications in Facebook application, different photos will pop up and it will suggest you for different kind of reels which you don't want to upload. So you can directly turn it to none, as I have done. So this will prevent a lot of data tracking. Let's search out for other stuffs like microphone. As you can see, Instagram, let's turn it on. Let's turn microphone on for Instagram, and let's just think, do you want your Instagram to access microphone? My answer will be no, because I hardly record any voiceovers in my reels or anything. So I would just want it to turn off. Similarly, you can find it on your microphone settings, where you might your Facebook or might and some other app might not be important. I have turned it on for Lexis Auditor, but I can turn it off because I generally record the files from the iPhone and then I place it over there. So I will turn it off. I have enabled YouTube just because I sometimes when I feel lazy, I search things directly using the mic. Let's switch over to the next thing, like your camera. Let's see the apps that are accessing your camera. So as you can see, this Google Pay and Instagram wants to access your camera. So as we have already limited the access, we can also disable or you can enable the camera access based on your requirements. Let's switch over to the next one, like contacts. If you might have your Facebook that wants to access your contacts, you can disable it or enable it based on your choices, but I prefer to disable it. Let's switch over to your health data. There might be some fitness related apps that you might be using, so I would recommend you to turn off or on based on your preferences. So let's get to the next one. So next setting is iPhone analytics and improvement. So for this setting, just see what data iPhone is sharing. It is sharing analytics data for you. I would recommend to turn the settings off. Even I would like to turn this cloud analytics off because I don't want. And there is again an option of improve Siri and dictation. I would recommend this to be off as well because now iPhone will try to share your data across its services, and which might lead to your data leakage. Then let's check for Apple advertising. You can turn this off. Now let's see if we have anything else. Now there is a option of Apple privacy report. So the suggestion over here is description that Apple gives is Apple privacy report. So how often Apple app uses the permission you have granted to access your data, like location or microphone. It includes the breakdown of each network activity, website network activity, and the most frequently contacted domains. So if you turn this setting on, Apple might start sending the reports, which will again do the tracking itself. So let's disable it as well. Let's jump over to the next setting. For the next setting, I would suggest you to go to your Apple ID, search, go for subscription. Sorry, so go for personal information. After going to personal information, just tap on it and you will see this communication preferences. Just click on communication preferences, and here you will find out two options, that is announcement and Apple Music, TV, and more. So this way Apple sends some of the promotional messages, their marketing ads, software updates, and all software update information for about Apple products, not software updates. I would never recommend you to turn off the software updates because those are very crucial part of the ecosystem. So here in this communication preferences, Apple will try to send you the updates about the new Apple products and services. So I would recommend you to turn this off, turn this Apple Music and more off as well. Now let's switch to some advanced protection. So let's switch over to some advanced setups. So for that, again, you go to privacy and security. After going to privacy and security, let's switch to location and services. So for location services, don't turn it off because you'll find my device, and if your device is stolen or it is lost or you are not able to find it, you might need these services to be on to track it down. So but I can check, I can drill down further more by scrolling down, and I can see some of the apps that might not need my precise location. Like let's check this A Power Mirror. It is using, it is a app that is just to screencast the things. So I don't think that this app should need access of my location. Further, there is a precise location option where it want us to give the data of like current location and where specifically we are. So I would recommend it to turn off, and further I would disable this settings. Similarly, you can drill down it for yourself. I would say I would see some few more apps like Astro Stage Kundli. I will turn it off because it is of no use. Then Book My Show, this is an app for movie booking, as you guys you already know. So I have turned it off because I am already aware of the near movie cinema halls or the city where I belong to. So I would generally turn it off. I can also keep it as while using this app, but it won't make much sense for me, because if I am traveling outside and if I am not aware of a place where I have been or where I have not been, I can try to turn this setting as while using the app, but I would recommend you to switch it to never, and then later on, in case you need, you come back here and turn it on. Similarly, the payments app, it needs your location, so I would recommend you to turn it on. Then your location services app like Uber, Uber or Ola in India, we have a service called Ola, which is a cab rental service. So it is another app that is good to use. Now there is a one catch here. There is one flight booking service like Skyscanner. So generally I have kept it as never, because generally whenever I want to commute from one place to another, I know the nearest airport. In case you are not aware, you can keep this setting as while using the app, but if you are aware, you can just keep it as never. And again, as I told, in case you feel like it is required, you can come back here and turn this on. Till then, you just turned it off. Now let's hop back to other apps like system services. This is a crucial one. You can see a lot of things that is being used by Apple, and it is turned on. There is a purple icon over here, which, let me show the tab using tab. You can see there is a purple icon over here. It indicates that it has recently used our services, our location. So let's toggle few of the settings off. I'm sorry for this. So let's see. Alerts, shortcut, and notification automations. I don't want it to access. I might want to access location, because as you can see, you would have seen my previous video of setting my iPhone as a productive machine. I have created few shortcuts which are on the basis of my commute. So I would keep it as on. Then Apple Pay merchant identification, I don't need. Then call network search, I don't need. Now the compass calibration. Now this is required when you are commuting from one place to another and you want it to calibrate to an exact location. I would recommend it to turn off. In case you need, you can turn it on. Okay, let's turn it on. Device management, I don't want it. Emergency SOS, I will keep it on. I don't any home kit, I will turn it off. Motion calibration and distance, I really don't want it to be tracked, or let me turn it on. Then system customization, I don't want this service to be accessed. Suggestion and search, this also I want to turn it off. Now let's go for the product improvement. Here you will find iPhone analytics, routing and traffic, and improve maps. So I would recommend to just turn these settings off, because as if you are giving iPhone analytics a toggle on, it will again start sharing your data, which might not be cool, and which might lead to your data loss or data ending up with some advertisers. So let's check one more setting here, that is significant location. As you can see, it has accessed our location for 58 times. I also have checked out few of the articles where it suggests that it will turn off the optimized battery charging. So in case your preferences are battery charging, optimized battery charging, you can turn it off. You can keep it on. In case you want to, if you want to protect your privacy and don't want to expose your location services, you can turn it off, because in any of the our next ramp down will be on research, sensor, and usage data. So as you can see, I have turned it was turned on for me by default. It might be on for you as well. So I would like to recommend you to delete it, because means toggle it off, because if it is enabled, it will allow the apps to track you down, track your sensor related data, and then use it and manipulate to the next setting, that is email. So if you have this mail software installed, it comes pre-installed with iPhone. So if you have it, let's switch on and check few of the settings here. So you need to go down to the bottom. There is an option of privacy protections under messages in the mail. Just click on that. You just need to turn this on, because it will hide your IP details. It will load remote content privately in the background. Thus it will protect your mails. Thus keeping this on will definitely protect you from the spammers. Let's see if we have any other option over here. So till now I don't see any option, ask before deleting or anything. So There is a blocked sender option. You can block people over here. Now let's switch back to the last option, that is on Safari. Go to Safari, browser settings, and here you have again few of the settings that we have already enabled or already disabled in few of the settings, but still, as you know, there are multiple places where these settings are hidden and your data might be compromised in such sense. So let's see few of the settings over here. So you need to go to bottom and you need to prevent this cross site tracking. This will allow this will prevent the tracking from other website, like your car. Let's suppose you are traveling from to Chicago, so you might not want your food delivery partner, or maybe your t-shirt t-shirt or any maybe car battery website to know this information, like you are traveling to Chicago. This is completely irrelevant. So I would suggest you to turn this off. Now there is an option of hide IP address. You just keep it away from the trackers. So what it will do, your IP address can be used to as a notification, as a suggestion over here. It is there, like, can your IP address can be used to determine the personal information like your location. So to protect it, it is highly recommended to turn this setting off. Now again you can see the same services which we have toggled off few moments back, like camera. Here it is ask. Websites will ask before accessing. Microphone, again websites will ask before accessing. Location, again it is ask. Websites will ask before accessing. Now let's switch over to advanced. If we have anything, there is advanced tracking and fingerprint protection. I have kept it on private browsing for tracking. I would turn it off. There is a privacy preserving ad measurement. Ad measurement you should turn off. So I think both of these settings once turned off, it will be helpful to protect your data. Then again there is a check for Apple Pay. You can turn this off as well. So I think most of the things are covered over here for your privacy perspective in the terms of phone. Let's drill down few more in the terms of app. If you have any access to the Facebook, if you are seeing any access, like your local network is turned off, turn this off. You are having app level access, like photos, you can turn it off. You can turn the background refresh and all. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching this video, guys. You can check our other contents in the channel. To ensure you don't miss out on any of the future updates, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive the notification whenever we release new content. Your privacy matters, and we are here to empower you every step. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and keep yourself private. See you in the next one.